22 years old. Nishant Karkera. Again, out of Thane, Mumbai. MMA Warriors kid. Rowdy kid. Talking about being a rowdy kid. Wanted to fight. Found MMA and that was it. I like a lot of stories when you see kids like these, right? They fight street fights and they're crazy, can't control their rage and anger. Finally find MMA, find an outlet for all of that craziness.
Right.
And this is where Nishant comes from, and this is where he's going to try and make his mark at the ATURTO 3.0 Featherweight Grand-Prix series.
I mean, we have been talking a lot about the coach and the fighter relationship, because when I asked him if he studies any tape on his opponents, he said, I don't.
Yep.
My coach who does that if he decides to, and then he follows whatever his coach says. So that's, again, that's the kind of trust he shares with his coach, that he has on his coach.
Arjun Dronacharya kind of relationship really shares like that.
I mean, look, sometimes it's smart to watch tape, right? So you have a fair idea of what's coming your way. But it's also smart to leave all the tape watching to your coach, right? You basically leave the trust. You trust your coaches so much that you know that they're looking out for you and want the best from you. So they're the ones making up the game plans. All you need to do, like a robot, is follow exactly what they say.
Special mention to Coach Michael Pereira.
Yes, absolutely.
Who's also a big brother to him. Not exactly big brother, but acts like a big brother.
And Michael Pereira, to be really honest, was an ex-fighter as well. So he knows the game. He understands the game.
He started off as a boxer, but then later transitioned to an MMA fighter. And the only reason he mentioned was because he was more violent.
More brutal.
More brutal, exactly,
more brutal
to be
sport,
exact.
Yeah. He looks ready as well. In the final preparations at the prep point.
Dude, I saw his last fight. I won't name the opponent, but this dude is a hard hitter, man.
Yeah.
This dude is a hard hitter. Hopefully we get to see more of hard hitting tonight.
Yep, absolutely. The final checks by the referee before he gets into the cage, making sure that his mouth guard is in, his groin guard is in. This is going to be a crazy fight. Neitso is an animal, so is Nishant. Look, this Featherweight Grand-Prix it basically comes down to one or two of these. This and the main event. These two fights are the ones that I think are really going to show off the talent level that ATURTO has.
Again, the winner of this fight would be fighting Nilesh Chaudhary in the semi-final in August.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Nilesh, as you just saw, absolute killer in his own right.
Technical, man. He's like physics teacher in my MMA.
Yep.
And me, I'm personally a fan of Neitso Angami.
I like his fighting style. He's a wild man, but he's a controlled wild man, you know?
And very stoic.
Yeah, very stoic. Doesn't talk much.
His demeanor has an aura.
Exactly. He reminds me of an Alex Pereira, you know?
Yeah, doesn't talk much.
But you can tell that he's an absolute killer.
Yeah, 28 years old, 18-5 amateur record. 1-0 professional record, fighting out of the famed TCA Academy, the Combat Academy in Nagaland, Dimapur. And I remember him winning the bronze at the first ADCC in 2019. Even then, the guy was a very, very good grappler. I must assume that his grappling has gotten much better than, found MMA in college and then he decided this was it. Again, he's got a great coach, great team behind him. They strategize properly. As you can say, Kirmele Mehta's hugging his fighter. One of the better coaches in the country, one of the smarter coaches in the country, preparing his fighters perfectly well.
Like a lot of fighters, he was again bullied as a child, and he believes that martial art helped him build that self-esteem and self-confidence to fight those bullies and the demons inside him.
I don't know who bullied this guy. Look at him. Why would you want to bully this dude?
I mean, he also mentioned that he was introduced to MMA through the movies that his father shared, the martial art movies that his father shared.
Bruce Lee, the Jackie Chan films, that's where he got interested in martial arts and decided to learn something, and then finally found mixed martial arts and realized this was where his calling was. And with an 18-5 amateur record, he's well experienced and is one of the favorites to win this tournament, really.
And summing up all that story today, he is the Neitso checkmate Angami.
Absolutely. Here's the tail of the tape. Nishant, 22 years old, 5'7", 65 kilos, fighting out of MMA Warriors in Mumbai. Neitso, 28 years old, 5'11", 66 kilograms, fighting out of the Combat Academy in Nagaland. And for the fighter introductions, here's Cargo.
This is the co-main event of ATURTO 3.0. Dirang dominance. And introducing fighter from the blue corner at 22 years old with an amateur record of 8-2, 8 wins and 2 losses, with a pro record of 3 wins and 1 loss. Born in Karnataka, now in Thane, Maharashtra. Ladies and gentlemen, Nishant Karkera. And on my right, introducing the fighter from the red corner, weighing in the featherweight category with an amateur record of 18-5, with a pro exhibition record of 2 wins and no losses, and a pro record of 1 win with 0 loss. Need not say much about him because he fights from the Combat Academy, Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, Neitso, checkmate, Angami!
All right. The referee with the final instructions for both Neitso and Nishant, sorry.
Both fighters look in great shape
Yeah,
and
they
ready
both
for the
look
fight.
intense as well, right? Like, I mean, ready to go.
Yeah, locked in,
Here we go.
absolutely.
Oh, Nilesh goes right in, tries to take him down. Shoots for a takedown.
Beautiful technique.
Gets it. Lands in half guard right in front of us here at the commentary booth. But Neitso doing the right thing. Has got his foot on his hips. Oh! But here, Nishant grabbing the cage. He's looking to land some ground and pound, looking to pass his guard. But Neitso's got a relatively good guard. He trains, the guys at the TCA have actually a good ground game. They've got a great coach. Trying to pass guard, he's pushing down the right knee to end up in half guard, in which he does. And now Neitso ideally should be excellent work, looks to get up, but gives Nilesh his back. Nishant has now taken his back and locked a body triangle in. Neitso in all kinds of trouble here.
Nishant testing Neitso's ground game right away.
Yep. But the good part about this is he doesn't have the body triangle all across his waist. It's at a weird angle where if he wanted to turn in right now, he could. He just needs to shift his hips, and he does exactly that. Beautiful. Beautiful work by Neitso. The reason that happened was because the body triangle was locked at at an angle that didn't clamp Neitso's hips down. If he had back to chest control, that would have been a lot different. Now Neitso on top, looking to land some ground and pound of his own. A little bit more patient. He's right in front of his corner, taking instructions. A good start for Neitso. He's looking to do the same thing Nishant did to him, pass his guard. He's almost there. Beautiful work. Gets half guard. And you know, a lot of mixed martial arts fighters say that they like the half guard because this is where they can like hold opponents down and start pounding on them. It's a little more difficult to sort of try and get out of half guard, get back to guard, right? So here's a position where holding a fighter down it's much easier than in mount or inside control. So a lot of guys prefer this position, really. Nice reversal by Nishant. He tries, but Neitso a little too wily for him.
Neitso is being really top heavy right now.
Yep. And what happens is it's tiring the bottom guy out as well, right? You're basically carrying a much heavier dude or a heavier guy, your opponent's weight. But what I want to see Neitso do is now land some elbows, some really short elbows.
Right. But even if he doesn't, I think Nishant is going to think twice before going for a takedown in the next round or maybe as soon as they get up.
I agree.
the position where Nishant is, it's difficult for him to push his hip out.
Yeah, it's very difficult because he's got his head jammed up against the cage right in front of us here in the commentary booth. He's trying to get up, but Neitso is smart enough to know exactly what to do in this position and clamps it down. Stops that right in its tracks. Again, looking to pass guard, looking to jam the right leg in between his legs. Keep him there.
A little over a minute to go from the first round
Oh,
on
it's
our
been a
co-main
crazy,
event.
crazy first round. You can hear his coach screaming for some elbows from Neitso. Nishant still very active from the bottom. Shows no signs of giving up, absolutely resilient. But Neitso just relentless on top. Neitso would do well to drop some elbows right here. So again, what Nishant really needs to do is exactly what Neitso did to him. Put his feet on his hips and push him away. Because that's the only way you're going to get, this is what I don't like seeing. As soon as you do this, means you've accepted the bottom position.
Right. Neitso did not give him any space.
Oh no, he didn't give him any space at all. Chest to chest tight. Now, from here, he can like let go a little bit, right? Like start posturing up and laying down some serious ground and pound. He's got 18 seconds to go to really seal this round. He can really lay down some damage. But Neitso being much smarter. Nishant with these shots from the bottom, which I don't think are going to do anything.
Right, but then I think it's definitely...
It might annoy the person on top, but it's not going to cause any damage, you know?
I absolutely agree.
Honestly speaking, I would say instead of concentrating on trying to hit the guy from the bottom, concentrate on getting up.
Getting up.
Yeah.
I agree. Because again, ending the round on your back is something that you don't want.
No, absolutely. You don't want to do that. He landed a couple of good shots on Neitso here as well. As you can see, he tries to shuck his feet off to go to side control, but he kind of messed that up and basically got swept.
It'll be interesting to see what he starts with on the next round, because he went for a takedown 5 seconds into the first round. It did not go his way clearly.
Yeah, I think his coaches must be giving him the right kind of advice. Same with Neitso. As you can see, like Neitso definitely has a better top control game. Maybe he tries to take him down the second round, just grind him out there again. Here we go, the beginning of the second round, ladies and gentlemen. Neitso Angami taking on Nishant Karkera. Oh, beautiful right hand by Neitso. He catches the foot, takes him down again. Nice up kick. Nice up kick by Nishant. That did connect. Neitso's got to be a little careful. Yeah,
yes, with that up kick.
Yep.
Nishant has his eyes on that chin.
Nishant's a killer as well, man. Someone who doesn't give up at all. Neitso looking to navigate the up kicks of Nishant. Lay down a few shots of his own, a few leg kicks of his own.
Trying to shift angles in order to maybe secure a side control.
Excellent work by Nishant to throw nasty up kicks. From here, what Neitso needs to do is he needs to grab his legs, which is what he's doing, and control him right there. Exactly what he needs
there
to
you
do.
go.
Yeah. And lands up again in top position. Oh. Beautiful shot. Nice punches by Neitso. It would do Neitso really, really well to drop some serious elbows. Basically, he used the palm of his hand to press against his face and drop some serious elbows.
And Nishant, I think, on the other hand, cannot get complacent in this position because he's already down one round.
One round, yeah, and it's very difficult to come back from a lead, like, you know, from a lead that the opponent has built up. But he's doing the smart thing, trying to cage walk. But again, see, like, soon as you cross your legs means you've accepted the position and are now fighting from there, right? You've given up that position. And Neitso just being heavy on top, like. The referee pulling Nishant's toes out of the cage. The referee has given Nishant a last warning to not grab the fence using his toes. And you know what Nishant can do here as well? He can actually use his elbows to sort of try and slice Neitso open. So the referee has called a stop to the fight. I think he might take a point from Nishant actually for repeatedly ignoring his warnings.
For grabbing the fence?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for using to put
Toes.
his, you can't put your toes inside the fence, right? But I don't think this is a smart idea though. He should have restarted the fight in the same position. Yes, yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, in fact, he's given Nishant a way out. Both guys on the feet now. Neitso a little bit taller. Can use his height to maybe strike from the outside.
Right.
But Nishant is no slouch either, man. The guy's got the dog in him. He's been trained well. He's looking to finish the fight. And now that he's got a point taken away from him, oh, that's going to be difficult for him now.
Yes.
To
I
really
think
come back from that lead. Like, he's got to either finish the fight or, you know, have an insane third round. Both guys on the feet now, testing each other's striking. They've both tested each other's grappling now. It's high time to test each other's striking. Oh, beautiful high kick by Neitso. Nice attempt by Nishant at a side kick. Beautiful check hook by Neitso as well.
Neitso is looking for that counter whenever
He's looking for that
closes
left.
distance.
Yep. Nice work by Neitso to get that underhook. Put him up against the cage. As you can hear, his corner asking him to hook the right leg, which is the correct thing to do. Nishant also doing the right thing, looking for that underhook to try and peel Neitso off of him. Look, this may not be the most exciting part of mixed martial arts, the cage fighting, but it's definitely the most grueling. Just imagine having your back pressed up against the cage constantly. Your back hurts, and then you're taking your opponent's weight, and you're taking knees. Beautiful work by Nishant. Driving knees into Neitso's abdomen.
Nishant cannot afford to get taken down in this.
Oh no,
in this
absolutely
round.
not. He's going to end up, if he gets taken down and ends up in the bottom position, I have a strong feeling that he'll stay there for the rest of the fight. Rest of the round, sorry. But Nishant here has got a single leg looking to take Neitso down and eats a couple of elbows for his effort. Another couple of elbows. Nasty elbows by Neitso. Oh, this is brutal by Neitso.
And you can
he's caused the cut.
Bleeding.
Yep, he's got the cut on his head.
Wow.
Look, I'm telling you, man, those elbows are nasty, yeah. This guy's vicious, dude. Neitso Angami showing that Naga warrior spirit.
Where's the blood coming out of, though? I can't
It's
really
from
see
the
it.
top of his head. It's from the top of his head.
It was those nasty
Beautiful knee.
elbows from the top.
Beautiful knee, but Neitso is so smart. Used the knee to basically wrangle and turn.
Last 10 seconds on the second round.
Oh, this is a grueling fight. This is tough.
Again, all Neitso round 2.
Pretty much. I mean, Nishant had some bright moments with that up kick, right? But most of it was Neitso in control.
Right.
And the medical team here coming in to take a look at the cut.
That cut looks deep though.
Yeah, it looks nasty.
The blood is gushing out.
You see a nice side kick attempt from Nishant on the replay. Here they are both staring each other down. He almost lands, but Neitso smart enough to avoid the shots. Ends up getting put his back against the cage, and here he is landing these nasty elbows, which caused that cut on Nishant's head. Beautiful work by Neitso in round number 2. But Nishant not deterred at all.
Look at his face. It's bloody from this side.
Yep. And that's not his blood.
Yeah.
That's going to make for a great photo afterwards.
Oh, absolutely. Can you imagine just walking back to his corner with like blood all over him and not your blood? As they say, that's a badass moment, right?
Yeah.
What an excellent 2 rounds. Now, if anything, Nishant has got to let everything go here. He's
Everything
got one,
out.
yeah, he's got 1 round to go. He's lost the first 2 rounds. He's got a point taken away in the second round.
I think so. Nishant could do better striking.
I mean, of course, striking's all 50-50, right? Someone like just closes their eyes, lets one go, and you get caught. Like you zig instead of zag, and it's over for you.
And he needs to take that chance.
Yeah,
I believe
he
he desperately needs to take that chance.
I absolutely agree, Moji.
Here
He
we
needs to
go, round
crazy.
3, guys.
He needs to go crazy in round 3.
But
No,
takedown
nice
is the
entry.
next thing.
Nice entry, but beautiful sprawl by Neitso Angami.
Again, by this point, Neitso is sort of expecting that, right?
Yeah,
that he's going to go for a
expecting it, yeah.
takedown. So he needs to bring in some strikes, maybe to mix it up.
Yeah, you were right. Like, you know, set the takedown up, throw a few strikes on the top, get your opponent to put his hands up. As soon as he does that, shoot. Right? So it takes him a little bit more time for his hands to come down and defend the takedown. But right here, Neitso pressing up Nishant against the cage. Nishant's not giving up either. I mean, as I've said before, Nishant has got that dog in him, like, you know. He's not someone to take lightly, and Neitso obviously not taking him lightly at all. Again, he reverses position. Oh, that's a terrible fence grab again. It's a terrible fence grab by Nishant.
Nishant has to be really careful with those.
But you know, in many ways, right, if you aren't cheating, you aren't trying. Oh, but I think he's rocked him with that left hand. If I'm not mistaken, he looks a little bit wobbled. Neitso hasn't noticed it.
Nishant is very much in this fight.
Nishant is looking at the body to capitalize after that knees.
Beautiful head kick. I don't think Neitso realizes this, but Nishant is a little bit rocked. That's why he's throwing wild strikes here.
That was a good one by Nishant. He faked a takedown and went for an overhand.
He's got to let it all go here.
He needs
Moji,
more
yeah,
of those,
he
yes.
needs-
But
he
you
needs
have to be
let it all
careful
go.
with Nietso's overhand. That's his signature punch.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree as well. And he's got a very good counter check hook.
Exactly.
That's
beautiful
what's
jab.
keeping Nishant at bay. Nasty shot. But as you can see, Neitso so calm, so composed. Reverses the position and puts Nishant up against the cage. Again, right in front of his corner, taking advice. 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the fight. Nishant has to do something drastic here, guys. Both fighters vying for position. And Neitso with a nice clinch takedown gets Nishant to the ground, straight inside control. Nishant tries to push away using strength and explosion without any technique. Although he's landed back in half guard, which is still a better position. But as I said, this is a lot of fighters like this position because they're able to hold other guys down. He tried to go for a buggy choke, but I don't think that's going to work against a guy like Neitso.
What Neitso seems to be looking for is to pass his guard and maybe go for an arm triangle here.
Yeah, he's defending right now, and he's trying to get the arm over his head. As soon as he does that, he's going to lock, and plus he's already got the crossface, right? As soon as Nishant knows it's coming as well. Neitso is getting closer and closer to it.
Right.
As you can see, he's pushing on the tricep, sorry, to create some space and maybe try and get his arm underneath. His head underneath the arm.
Softening him up with those strikes.
Softening him up with some strikes. But Nishant knows it's coming. Like, he's in survival mode right now.
Yeah.
The minute, 27 seconds to go. This has been a tough, grueling fight for both guys, man. And though Neitso is clearly winning, he's had to work hard for this win. Because Nishant is not giving him any quarter.
Yes,
you know?
as I said, he's very much in the fight.
Yeah, he's trying. He's basically trying to win in every exchange. That's what I've said. The guy's got that dog in him.
Yes, absolutely. I think just Neitso's got the better of him tonight.
It's
I mean,
just
at least until this point.
It's just that Neitso is maybe a level or two better. You know, it's like they're very close to each other in terms of skill sets, which is why one can't finish the other.
That's where the difference lies, right? If you have got the same training, if you've got the same heart, it's the skills which makes the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you can see, Neitso is basically trained very well by the coaches at TCA. He's looking to pass guard now. He's looking to pass half guard, maybe get him to mount, side control.
30 seconds to go in this fight.
Okay. Excellent work by Neitso to shut the triangle down completely. Looking to pass guard. From here, if he just shifts his hips, he can actually get to side control, but smart work from him. 10 seconds to go. Neitso still landing some serious shots. An elbow.
That's it.
What a tough.
And this is it.
What a gutsy win by Neitso. What a gutsy performance by Nishant as well. Both guys gave it their all. Incredible fight. If there's anything, I think this could definitely be fight of the night, man.
Some high-level demonstration of jiu-jitsu over here. And just grappling in general, actually.
Yeah, just grappling. Excellent grappling from both guys. Look at this. As soon as he takes him down, just ragdolls him to the ground. Ends up in half guard. As you can see here, he was a little bit rocked. Yeah. I don't think Neitso caught onto it, but he could have...
Second round?
Third round.
Third round.
Yeah, in the third round, you can see. This is where, incredibly composed, Nishant gets the body lock from the back, but Neitso reverses the position, gets on top, and grinds out the round in dominant position. Valiant effort by Nishant, but just not enough. And for the results, we head to Cargo in the cage.
3 long rounds. The results are in. And with a unanimous decision, the winner is on the red corner, Neitso, checkmate, Angami.
Hard-fought victory by Neitso. Very, very hard-fought victory. All props to his opponent as well.
Man, but
Great performance again, Nishant. A tough loss. It was an amazing show of grappling, high-level grappling skills. There was a point in, I think, round 3 where you were seriously hurt. What was going through your mind at that point of time?
Nothing. I don't have anything to say right now. I've lost this round, lost this match. I have nothing to say. I'll become stronger. I'll become more stronger. That's it.
I'm sure you're going to come back stronger, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nishant Karkera. All right, I have the winner with me here, Mr. Neitso Angami. Again, a dominant performance on the feet and on the ground. Was there anything that surprised you? I mean, that anything your opponent brought to the fight that surprised you?
First of all, saying anything, I would like to give all thanks and glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I dedicate this victory to Him. Guys, you don't know what's going behind fighters before coming to the fight. It's all because my mother, who is at home praying and fasting for me, and all my other fellow counselors who are praying for me tonight. I would like to dedicate this victory to each and every one of them. Thank you so much. And you guys are amazing. ATURTO, Arunachal, I love you guys. Thank you for the cheer and support. This fight wasn't easy. This fight wasn't easy. Mark my words. The opponent that I faced, to be honest, I truly believe he is the strongest guy in the slot. So I believe that I have taken out the strongest guy in the slot. Now I'm ready for whoever is next in front of me. Thank you so much.
All right, Neitso, this win sets you up for a semi-final fight against Nilesh Chaudhary. Do you have anything to say?
I don't have anything to say. I'll just congratulations Nilesh for winning. Just come ready on August. I'll be ready for you. We'll catch you soon on August. Don't miss that semi-final. Let's go!
Give it up for your winner, guys! Neitso Angami!
All my Nagaland people, shout out to Nagaland. I love you all.
Neitso Angami, ladies and gentlemen.
What an incredible, hard-fought, gutsy win by Neitso. Really gutted. As he said, like Nishant was not an easy out for him. What an incredible victory.